Oh, excuse me. Hey YouTube, you already know who it is. I am Damian Moody. I also go by Cashmere Majesty or Red Ron Hood. Happy Black History Month. And in today's video, I would like to say happy belated 99th birthday to Leontyne Price. And I will be reading her bio. So this is a biography of Leontyne Price. She was born Mary Violet Leontyne Price, February 10th, 1927. She was an American singer who was the first African American soprano to receive international acclaim. From 1961, she began a long association with the Metropolitan Opera, becoming the first black singer to maintain a sustained relationship with the company. She regularly appeared at the world's major opera houses, including the Vienna State Opera, the Royal Opera House, San Francisco Opera, Lyric Opera of Chicago, and La Scala. She was she was particularly renowned for her performances of the Tyrol and Giuseppe Verdi's Ida, or Giuseppe, I'm sorry. Y'all know I pronounce stuff wrong. So please bear with me and please forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong while reading. But I'm going to try my best. Born in Laurel, Mississippi, Price studied College of Education and Industrial Arts in Wilberforce, Ohio, which at the beginning of education was a department inside Wilberforce University. By the time she graduated in June 1948 with a degree in music education, and the department had split from Wilberforce and become its own separate institution, the State College of Education and Industrial Arts at Wilberforce, now known as Central State University. She pursued further studies at the Juilliard School from 1948 to 1952, where she was trained as a soprano by Florence Kimball. Price developed a close relationship with Kimball and continued to study with her until Kimball's death in 1977. Price's first significant professional engagement was at Virgil Thompson Four Saints and Three Acts, in which she performed both on Broadway and in Paris at the music festival held by the Congress for Cultural Freedom in 1952. While performing in Paris, she continued her education through studies at the Fontainebleau School. That same year, she starred as Bess in the third revival of George Porgy and Bess, a production which she remained in. With through the end of 1954 for performances throughout the United States, including a Broadway run and on two tours to Europe. She married her co-star bass baritone William Warfield, who portrayed Porgy just prior to beginning the first European portion of the tour in 1952. They later divorced in 1973. The success of the stage production of Porgy and Bess led to other opportunities, including frequently singing expert or ex what excerpts from the opera with major orchestras across the United States. Other opportunities involved from these on the concert and recital stage with Beethoven's Sympathy Number 9 and Verdi's Requiem, in particular, becoming works which she performed frequently on a concert stage. She began a long association with composer Samuel Barber in 1953 when she performed the world premiere of his Hermit songs with the composer as her accompanist at the Library of Congress. It was the first of many works by Barber which she premiered during her career. They later repeated performances of the piece multiple times, including in 1954 for Price Lawn, New York recital debut at Town Hall, and in Rome at the International Society for Contemporary Music's 20th Century Music Conference. Price also sang Herman's songs with Barber for her first professional recording for Columbia Masterworks in 1955. In 1955, Price became the first African American to star in a televised opera when she portrayed the role in Puccini's Tosca with the NBC Opera Theater. This event was widely viewed as a significant moment in breaking the color barrier for black opera singers who were historically barred from appearing on the opera stage. The success of this performance led to her first contract with an American opera company, the San Francisco Opera, and she made her debut with this organization in 1957 at Madame Leontyne in the United States premiere in English Poulenc's Dialogues de Carmelites. I don't. Please forgive me. I don't speak in that language. With the aid of her manager, Andre Mertens, Price developed a relationship with conductor Hermit von Karajan, which launched her international career through many appearances at the Vienna State Opera and the Salzburg Festival, among other venues. In the 1958 to 1959 season, she became an internationally launched artist when she triumphed as Ida for performances in Vienna, Verona, and London. She also had a major success in this role at La Scala in 1960. Price made a successful debut at the Metropolitan Opera in 1961 as Leonora in Verdi's Il Trovatore. Continuing her career there, she starred in a multitude of operas for 20 years, securing her place among the leading performers of the century. One of these works was Barber's Antony and Cleopatra, which she starred in for its world premiere for the grand opening of the newly built Metropolitan Opera House in Lincoln Center on September 16, 1966. She made her farewell opera performance at the Met in 1985 in Ida. In interviews, Price referred to her own voice as that of a lyric soprano. However, critical assessment of her uniformly agreed. Some writers have referred to her as a lyric soprano. Still others have designated her voice as a spinto. or lyrical spinto, Italian for push lyric soprano, a type of voice that inhibits the space in between the lyric and dramatic soprano. The designation of Price's voice as a spinto soprano, has also been embraced by academics in the field of vocal pedagogy, with several books discussing voice classification using Price voice as a prime example of a spinto soprano voice type. Price's musical interpretations were subtle and often overshadowed her acting. She was noted for her roles in operas by Mozart and Puccini, as well as playing Cleopatra in Handel's Julio Cesar and Papis and Monteverdi's and Cor Arvan on the Papi. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Like I said, I don't know how to speak in that language. It's going to be hard trying to pronounce some of this, but I'm going to do my best trying to get through and pronounce it the best way I can. However, the middle period operas of Verdi remain her greatest triumph. Either the Leonora of E. Trovatore and La Forza del Destino, as well as Amelia in Unbow in Mashara. The performance in these works, as well as Mozart and Puccini's operas, survived in her many recordings. At her retirement from opera, Price continued to appear in recitals and orchestral concerts until 1998. After that, she would come our retirement to sing at special events, including a memorial concert at Carnegie Hall in 2001 for victims of the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Among her many honors and awards are the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1964, in addition to her 13 Grammy Awards. Whew. Please forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong. Like I said, there's some things I may have pronounced wrong and some things I can't say at all because I do not speak anything other than English. I'll try to get through this the best way I can. Let's see how long is this. Why do I always try to somebody and it be a long ass something? I should do this tomorrow. You know what I would do? I'm gonna get back at y'all tomorrow and do this video